Hey, how's it going? It's Tom the English Picker here. Just thought I'd do a bit of a haul video with what I'm calling Sunday night show and tell. As you can see, I'm not the best musical instrument player, but I'm not sure whether you get much of a ditty out of this in its current condition. This is one of the first things I picked up, and I'm not sure if I've shown it on a previous video or not, but it is like some kind of crazy hunting call thing. It's not in the best of shape, dings in it there, but I only paid a couple of quid for it, and yeah, it's I can't do it, but you get the idea. So this will go in my antiques booth, and yeah, you see there, just dings and knocks. But cool nonetheless. I mean, it's probably worth that in the scrap copper. It's a bit echoey, guys. As you can see behind me, there is no wallpaper or anything. I'll just give you a bit of a shufty round. You can see all the wallpaper is all gone. So I've been a busy boy doing that. So hence why the videos, but I went to quite a large car boot today. It was probably about an hour or so from where I live, and the reason why is because I was out drinking last night and I wasn't feeling up to driving, so I ended up jumping in with a friend of mine who was going to this different one, and to be honest, I did really good. Really good. The weather just about held out. It started drizzling a bit as we left, but that's fine, as you know, if it holds out. But it did affect the amount of sellers, and also being Father's Day, that did affect things. But yeah, great, really. So get right into showing you. So obviously I've got that. Then this was a cool pickup. Star Wars Episode 1, the Gungan Frontier. I'm probably butchering that. Just Jar Jar Binks and all that with Star Wars was just wrong, completely wrong, and but new and sealed, it was £3. I haven't even looked it up, I've no idea. I'm going to guess about 15 quid, something like that. This might go to Amazon if there's a listing, but I'm probably thinking that there won't be a listing, and I think eBay would be a good fit for that. Then a bit of clothing. This was a scarf, and I noticed there it says Llama Merino extra fine wool. So just there, and it's got a brand which I've heard of somewhere. Where is it? Sorry about this. Unprofessionalness. There we go. I think it's saying Machino, something like that. Haven't looked it up again, but good quality, and for a quid. I'll keep that until the weather gets a little less warm, and I don't know, 10 quid or something. Picked this up for £2.50. It is a Belkin notebook security lock with the key, brand new and sealed. Again, if there's a listing for it on Amazon, I'll send it in there. My phone didn't have great reception because it was in the middle of nowhere, so it's a bit scuffed up, but I'll probably still sell it to Amazon if there's a listing. Again, I'm going to guess around 10, 12 quid, something like that. I've sold timber ones before around that price. I picked up some charging cables. These are 3-metre sync charge cables, Apple Lightning connections. I think the customer returns. One of them is a bit temperamental and one of them works. They're a quid each, so I don't know, kind of throw away. I'm always getting through charge cables for my iPhone. Picked up only one piece of jewellery, see if we can make this out. It is a little gold on silver cross with little diamonds. Nice thing, 5 quid. If I can get a gold on silver chain, that's an easy £20–25. A bit chavvy for my liking, but some people will like it. Picked up a Panasonic tape player for £1.50. Again, not looked it up, but I've done good on decent quality tape players before. This has got a metal case, so I'm going to guess about 10 quid. And this was a nice little find. I saw this at the end when I went round again because I was there quite early and I only managed to do one row clogged me up with something that's here, and that spent most of my money that I took because I didn't really expect much. But I saw this on the way out and I scraped together some change. She wanted a tenner for it, but I'd only got £5 in change, and I think she felt sorry for me, so I got it for a fiver. It's 3DS Luigi's Mansion 2, and it came with a rather ruffled paperwork thing, and these consistently go for about 15 quid on eBay. Top end's about 20, but 12 to 15 is about average, so that's good. Nice easy quick listing. Then I picked these up. There seems to be a lot of guys who did returns. I think that's what these are, so whether they work or not I'll have to test them out. It's 3 Sky remotes. You're doing 2 quid each, or 3 for a fiver. You've got loads of them, so I've got 3 there. These sell well on eBay replacements, as long as they work, that's fine. I wouldn't send them into Amazon because the packaging just does not look good. But there is if you do find a new one, there is an Amazon listing for that, and you do get a pretty damn good price for new ones if you do come across that. Then I picked up some mugs. I probably shouldn't have bought these, but I couldn't really say no. At 40p each. So we've got 2 Nescafe 50th anniversary from 1989. Really nice condition. Then Mickey Mouse one, fairly old looking. There's no date on it, but pretty cool. I got this next one, Jungle Book. I've got an identical one of these knocking around somewhere, so I'll probably team them up as a pair. I find mugs go better in pairs. So yeah, nice condition. Then 2 more. We've got Cadbury's Twirl and a Licorice All Sorts one which says "one too many and you might turn Bertie." Great advertising campaign for that. I haven't looked any of them up, not a huge amount, but £5-6 each maybe, top end. The Nescafe one's probably about a tenner for the pair, I'm guessing. Okay, next, picked up this Michael Jackson LP for £1. Really super nice condition. There's no scuffs on the vinyl at all, and this thing is like beautiful condition. I've sold the CD single for decent, like £5-6 before, so I'm going to guess about a similar price for that. Then I picked up some fancy dress outfits. This one looks pretty much new and not taking out the packaging. Army Girl Adult Tutu set. This was 50p, and then for £1, this will have to wait till Christmas. We've got a sexy elf one. Not a good time to sell that, but the other one I'll chuck on because for hen do's and things like that. Then I picked it up, probably should have picked this up for £2, Wii Skylanders. I picked this up with some of the little Skylanders figures, but my mate's had them and he's going to shift them on, so by the time I got back what he paid me for those, I paid about £2 for this, because it came with the portals and all that, so I have no idea what that goes for, so I'll have to look that one up. And then I got this huge bundle of Sims one for £6. So, wait, loads of Sim ones there. I don't know what. Hopefully you can see that the letters aren't backwards. So we've got Double Deluxe, IKEA home stuff, kitchen and bathroom, mansion and garden stuff. Oh, another Double Deluxe. H&M fashion stuff, glamour life stuff, family fun stuff, and free time expansion pack. Some of these are rubbish, are like £2-3, but some of them are like £7-8. So I might cherry pick the really good ones out, and then the rest I'll just put as a bundle. There, so that's that. Then this might get a bit long, so please stick with me, because there is some quite cool stuff. I picked up this. I didn't want to buy this, but I did. It's another PlayStation 1. It's not an audio file. It came with all the cables and a nice condition controller, not a DualShock 1. Mechanism works fine. Came with an official memory card. And I wanted it because I wanted the games, but he wouldn't sell the games separately, so it was £7, which I don't like paying anything over a couple of quid for a PS1 really, but I'll show you the rubbish games first. We've got Knockout, Kings 2000, ISS 2, Music with Judge Jules, something Striker, Missing Parts, but these cases are alright. ISS Pro Evolution, Gran Turismo 2, and that came with a unofficial like driver's guide, which is pretty cool. Max Power Racing. But the ones I wanted were these, which was South Park. Unfortunately, there is a crack, but that's swappable. It's got the manual and everything. And then we've got SmackDown 2. For whatever reason, I haven't got these ones, I don't think. SmackDown 2 and SmackDown, so that's nice. Good old wrestling games. And then this one, which is WWF Attitude. This one I hadn't seen before, so not too sure on that one. But you know, for a couple of quid each, I'd pay that, and then the PlayStation I'll get some money back on. And then I picked up some Wiis, and some Wii bundles. So I got 2 Wiis. They've got all the cables and doodaddies and what have you. And then I also picked up, I'll show you here, because the thing's actually on them. So we've got 3 balance boards there, and sorry, this isn't very professional. There we go. And I've got another one here. One of those balance boards was £1, so we'll see if it works. It's got a bit of acid damage. One of the bundles was £15, and the other one was a tenner. And one came with one controller, and then the other one came with a black Wii Motion Plus one. These sell well. These sell for about £10. I've actually sold out of those currently. And it came with one game, and it came with the pad for this, which is Family Trainer. I've sold that before. It doesn't go for a huge amount with a pad. And it just came with loads of manuals and stuff for like Wii Party and other ones. And I wish this was in there. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. No, but no, unfortunately not. But then it came with loads of like the tennis rackets and the golf things and loads of that sort of stuff. So there was a Wii Fit Plus as well. So the balance boards, if they work, I think I get about 15-20 quid for them. They're a pain in the arse to post, so I would not recommend buying the balance boards. It's just they were chucked in with the deal. I got the one for £1 because it was £1, but really they are a pain in the arse to post because they have to go sort of a courier service, and they're just a nightmare to wrap. So I wouldn't recommend them personally. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Now these last ones. This was, I walked to the back of the car. We went from the newer sellers to the front, and these 2 people were like, I'd maybe seen about 20 stalls by that point. So it was the first row that I'd seen, and I hadn't even got to the end of the row, and I spent ages looking through these because, and I made that conscious choice of, do I come back to it and look around the rest and see if there's anything good? But then this was good, so I was going to stick with this. But the thing that drew me in actually was this 3DS game. So I got Super Street Fighter, what's that, 4? 3D edition, 3DS. And then got some of these for myself, like this one. Worms Open Warfare, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, Daxter. It's actually quite a good game actually. It's a bit frustrating, but it's quite a good game. Then we've got for the PS2 Jackson, Daxter, Jax 2, and then Jax 3. Jax 3 sells well. It sells for about £6 on its own, but I'll probably put those as a bundle. They'll be a nice bundle for like 12 quid, 10, 12 quid, something like that. And they were roughly about £1 each. The 3DS game was £2, something like But the thing that drew me in were these, and these are Warhammer 40,000 codexes. Now we got loads of these, and the guy was a collector. He got loads of models. I mean, he was like in his late 30s. Nice guy, but knew loads. And I just said to him, I said, which ones are the current ones? I just played the idiot, sort of pretending like it was for somebody else. Because I don't want to get the wrong ones, because I know that the older ones aren't really worth money. I know the old ones are worth money, but, you know. And he pointed out some, and I covertly scanned them and just kind of looked some of them up while I was just chit-chatting with him. And this one seemed the best because, you know, I was kind of conscious that I actually hadn't taken that much money with me compared to normal. But this one is Chaos Demons. This is a new current one, so I'm going to have to sell this quick. So I won't send it into FBA because it'll take too long because they changed these like nothing else. So this will go on eBay. He wanted £10 for it, but bundling in, I probably paid about £8. And this goes for about 20 quid, something like that. So 15, 20 quid, so not great money, but still pretty good. And then I picked up some other bits from him, which was this one, which he says it was still in use, which is, no, he said this was the last series, but people still use it. It's Warhammer 40,000 Dark Angels, and this one goes for about 12 quid, 12, 13 quid, and he wanted £2 for that. So that was a much better deal, that one was. And then these were £2 each. I probably shouldn't have got these. These are sort of like Warhammer graphic novels made by something library, but they're from Games Workshop, and they only go for sort of £3-4 each. They were £1 each, something like that. So not great, but you know, still pretty good. But some of the two good bits I got off him for £1 each was the back's a bit messed up. So again, an eBay one, that wouldn't fly on Amazon at all, even in acceptable. But it's called Esprit de Corps, a house divided fast action war game rules for the American Civil War. So these kind of live action role play, whatever you call them, like D&D type stuff. Definitely worth going for £1 as well. I wouldn't just say no. And then there was this one, which is the Prime Directive, the Starfleet Universe role-playing game. I haven't even looked these up, but I'm going to guess about a tenner a piece. So for £1 each, that's a no-brainer really. Those sort of things are brilliant. If you can get ones from the 80s, D&D stuff from the 80s, brilliant. I've sold the pants out of that stuff, but the main things that I got were from the next guy, which is this stack of comics and graphic novels, and then these are the ones here. So for this entire stack of 38 of them, I paid 80 quid, which sounds a lot, but I mean he wanted £4 or £5, and I haggled him down. But some of them are like really cool. There's this one, Fistful of Blood. This one sells for about £8, so you know that's good. And most of them are like 5, 6. Some of the comics, bulk of these will go on eBay because they are comics, and I would highly recommend not selling comics on Amazon because I've had loads of returns by doing that, by the condition, because people are a bit funny about that. So comics. But some of the more pristine graphic novels like this one, because this one's in nice condition, it'll go to FBA or Merchant for Fit, one or the other. But yeah, there's loads. Stuff from the early 90s, late 80s, and then there's some ones. There's just heaps. Like these ones. I haven't even looked up half of them. Got loads, and there's people swarming around. So I just grabbed pretty much all the graphic novels. So some of them are worth £2-3. There's a couple which are like 15 quid, but I still haven't looked them all up. But like these here, you know they're old because they've only just got an ISBN number on there. I mean, this one is, let me just have a quick look. 1989. So, and it was for a charity as well, so I didn't beat him up too much. He wanted £103, and I counted with 80 and he took it. But yeah, just really cool stuff. So graphic novels are one of those things, they're either worth nothing, absolutely nothing, or they're worth something. So I'm just sort of dipping my toe into it. So these are some of the comic type ones, and there's some DC ones. I bought some comics the other day, which kind of was why in my head that I was thinking about this sort of stuff. So yeah, I mean, and there's some of them which are very cool, like this one here. There's another one here, the big guy. Very cool. Really cool graphics on those. And then there's some here, black, something black sad. A couple of these. And then Button Man, The Killing Game. Quite a few of these ones. So yeah, pretty cool. And some of them are a bit tatty, like that one. So some of them are ones that say adult only. Yeah, like here. Let's see there, adult only. So they're good. They're not on Amazon, but for eBay, those ones I've done well in the past. So yeah, it's a real mixed bag really. So I think from 80 quid, I'll easily double my money after fees, I would say. And I've just taken it as a bit of a learning experience to kind of dip my toe in the market, get used to it, because I really don't know an awful lot. So I've taken a punt and we'll see what happens. That's what you got to do. That's the way you learn with these things. So yeah, all in all, there was loads of other bits, but they're boring as hell, you know, like different Xbox games and stuff like that. I'm not going to bore you with those, they're just bread and butter stuff. So but these are sort of the highlights really. So thanks for watching, thanks for sticking with me for 20 odd minutes, and I've got a charity shop video coming for you soon, so stay tuned for that, and please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.